where they wanted to have reporting. How so the data is of no use if we are not able to report on them and to get some pictorial data out of it. So Salesforce provides reports and dashboards where you can visualize your data, analyze it. You can based on that data, you can take important decisions. What was the sales for the last quarter? How your open, like how your leads are getting converted into opportunities. What are the new accounts that has been added into the last quarters? What are the amounts that cater up to the last fiscal year opportunities? So all of these things that you can, all of this analytics that you can do with the inbuilt Salesforce reports and dashboard tools, which would be we'll covering in the further sessions. How you can visualize the data and how could you analyze it. Also, there's one thing called as CRM analytics. So already Salesforce has a inbuilt reports and dashboard. But then if you want to connect two different Salesforce org, let's say I have a Salesforce org A and you have a Salesforce org B that are entirely different. And then you want to connect these two org and to get a specific data out of it. Or you wanted to connect with some third party sources such as Amazon Web Services, Snowflake, or something, where we have the customer data in there as well and Salesforce as well. So for that, we'll have to leverage the CRM analytics. That is one of the another product from Salesforce. That is an entire different thing, but yeah, that is being used and a lot of AI and prediction models are being part of it. Okay. So these are the key components in Salesforce which we go through and will be using on a day-to-day basis. Going further, this is one of the topics that I wanted to cover is, and I got a lot of questions as well, mostly from the newbies, where when they say that they have started learning into admin part for someone who has already started learning, or maybe someone who has done some training from specific training institute. They have done a lot of trailheads, which we'll discuss further. They have done a lot of modules and even they have done some internships as well, but they are not able to find a Salesforce admin role. That is one thing. If we talk about Asian specific, right, there we have a lot of Salesforce developers instead of Salesforce admin. Basically, a developer cannot be a good developer if he does not know admin skills. But and then the demand, if we talk about the Salesforce demand in the Asia region, right? So mostly, if you see, there's a more demand of developers instead of like they want people who just have admin skills, because someone who can develop can also do admin work. So what else or what skills that you require so that when you go out in a competition, when you go out with searching for the roles and searching for the jobs, what other skills that you can put it up? Just just learning the Salesforce admin skill is one thing, but how you can leverage different roles out of it. So someone who is doing the business and they wanted to have admin into their particular team. So what key skills they look for? So the first thing is the communication skills. That is very important because at times you would be the first person who would be interacting with the clients, and then they will be taking over what kind of implementation they wanted to have within the org. Problem solving mindset, you should be thinking of like what the problem is, how what are the possible solutions that you can do it without writing a code. There are a lot of features which are present in Salesforce itself where you do not have to write a code, but by just simple uh, logic you can create a validation rule, create a formula, maybe you can create a automation tools such as approval processes, and you can leverage those. Other thing that what is expected from a Salesforce admin is doing the user management. If you go to and ask any admin, or if someone is working as an admin right now, you have to do a lot of deactivating the users, freezing the users, getting onboarded the new users. If someone is leaving the company, then reassign those licenses. If he's the owner of the records, then we'll have to transfer the ownership. So these all come under the concept of user management. And if you work with big firms, they have, let's say, 3,000, 5,000 users. And sometimes just there would be only one or two admin who would be looking upon the entire org. So you should be well versed how to do the user management thing. Also, the second and the most important is like security management. You would be the person who would be setting up the rules, the restriction rules, the sharing rules, profile source, and everything. So based on how you put up the users into the system, they get the visibility of the system. How they would be seeing the system, it depends on you. If you give them roles or profiles which have higher access, for an example, they would be able to see details which they shouldn't be. So that's how, like, for all the entire like security is being handled by the admin. Also, the business analysis. This is a quite what we can say a role that relates to a business analyst as well, where they understand and talk to the stakeholders what their specific requirement is, how they wanted to get things, and how they wanted to visualize it, and what are their key pain points. So understanding a customer key pain point, how what are the current issues what they're facing with the legacy system they are using, and now they're coming up to Salesforce. So this is also one of the key skills with them. Then the data analysis, you should be very good with doing the reporting and creating the interactive dashboards, because your managers, your CEOs, your CFOs, they do not want to see how you've configured the system. They are all would be looking on what numbers that they can show. They won't get into Salesforce and then see each and every record. They are much more interested to see the insights in an interactive way, where they can just click on a particular dashboard, they can see the details. If they click on a particular filters, they can change those filters based on the requirement, and they see the real time data that is being presented in your record. Okay. Also, another thing is data management. So when we see data management, it is like a lot of time you would be having your data on the Excel sheets, or your stakeholders or your clients would be having the data on CSV files. So you will have to do the import and export. So Salesforce has import and export tool where you sometimes you'll have to get the new data from outside to Salesforce, and then sometimes you'll have to get the data out of the Salesforce using the export function. So that data import and export is being managed using the data management techniques, which would be a further point of discussion. Also, change management. This is also expected if you are a Salesforce admin. There are production and sandbox. There are different kind of orgs which we'll discuss. So production is like the live copy where your users are, and then the sandbox where the developers they do the developer, and then there are different types of sandboxes as well. So this is basically when you make any changes, and then after those changes are being verified, then you put those changes via the change management tools. Change set is basically used by admins, and then there are some developer tools such as uh, Copado, they use it, Ant migration tool. So these are being used by the developers to do migration of their codes. Okay. Uh, Process automation. So previously we had process builders and workflow. So these two are now being deprecated by the end of 2023, I guess. And then we have flows now. So if you go to any other company, and they would want you to be an expert in flow, because whatever they have been creating using the process builders and workflow, that can be done with flows, and a lot of different things that you can do with the flows. So that is another part where you can automate a lot of processes, where, let's say for an example, when we say automation, like if someone who has logged in from northern region, and when they logged in and they create a case, then it should get to the agents which are working in the northern region, and then they should get an email out of it. So these particular tasks you will get as a task, and then you'll have to use a flow builder where you can put the specific objects and the users and different components into that flow builder and build a flow so that it automates your task, and they do not have to be done manually. Okay. If you see the link over there, admin.salesforce.com skill kit. So this is being provided by Salesforce itself. This is a very nice website. If you go along with it, I'll provide the link later. But yeah, if you go around and if you just wanted to thinking that I'll have to start my career as a Salesforce admin, it's a good area where you can learn about all these skills. Also, to add on, when we are talking about Salesforce admin, the way that started this discussion over there are a lot of employers who are looking for people who have the Salesforce admin skill. Apart from that, they're looking person who can do a bit of business analytics as well. They can be the person who can communicate well with the stakeholders, understand what pain points their current stakeholders are having, why they wanted to get onboarded with Salesforce, and how we can, with our out of the box solution, can help them with those scenarios. Also, if you have understanding of what kind of business of they are doing and how you can implement that in Salesforce, you can always help them while we have the requirement gathering session where they have discussions with the product owners and the stakeholders how this particular project will go further. So this is one of the important skills. Also, who have some background of testing, right? If you have some knowledge of automation and manual testing, so adding it with your admin skills is also a nice factor. You can your skills would be enhanced, and there are much more chances for you to be getting hired instead of just having the basic admin skills. uh, Also, there are different clouds where you can get expertise into. Once you complete your admin and entire admin thing, later on you can go on specific clouds. We have sales cloud, service cloud, marketing cloud, commerce cloud. There are different clouds. Based on that, you can start with one cloud and you can develop your expertise. So when you go on an interview, you can let them know, apart from a seasoned admin, I have a knowledge of specific clouds as well. And that could be a change factor, because sometimes the employers, they wanted to have someone with a specific cloud knowledge as well. So that will help you around. Before I bring to the next slide, do you have any questions?
No, we don't have any question. There's one, let
Okay.
me check. No, it's just a reply that we don't have any question.
Okay. Yeah. So a lot about whereabouts of Salesforce. Let's do some org setup and things. So this is like I would
Hello.
be going. Hello. Yeah.
Hello, Mohammed. Sorry to interrupt in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have one question. Uh, right now, I'm learning marketing cloud, only marketing cloud.
Okay.
Uh, uh, for your suggestion is whether I need to go through first marketing admin basics or else directly the marketing cloud.
Okay. So I'm not an expert in marketing cloud, but with my industry experience, I can tell you that, see, if you are just started with marketing cloud is very different than the Salesforce admin skills. Okay. You won't be seeing the same UI, which we would be discussing further. So if you wanted to get started with your career with Marketing Cloud, it is important to start with the Marketing Cloud basics, the admin part of it, and then going with the developer part and the email specialist certification.
Okay.
Because if you have, do you have any background with digital marketing, or you have worked in with any of the products, campaigns, Adobe, Photoshop, anything?
No. I'm like my qualification is MBA in marketing. So right now, just now I completed the course
Okay,
MBA in marketing.
okay. What I would suggest you is to get started with the Marketing Cloud, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, like go with the basics of admin part, and then there you will have Journey Builder, Automation Studio, Email Studio. There are a lot of the part which which you have to learn from the basics of admin. You'll have to learn how to configure emails in the Email Studio, how to put up the campaigns, how to put
Mm-hmm.
up abundant cart journey rules. So there are a lot of things in Marketing Cloud. So that you'll have to go get started, and then you can start with the email certification. That is the base of it. Then go with the admin certification, and when you are done with these two, and then you are able to apply the AMP script and SS, what is it, that SSAL, something like this, that is being used as a scripting language that would be used as a for a Marketing Cloud developers. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Mohammed.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. That was a bit of discussion. That was on the Marketing Cloud. So that is like not a free product from Salesforce. So if you want to learn Marketing Cloud, you do not have free demo orgs. For Sales and Service Cloud, we have free demo orgs which you can use. You can create a developer account and all those details. But with the Marketing Cloud, it has to be provided by your company, or you'll have to buy it. So yeah, that is not free. Okay.
Thanks.
Just is there any other question?
Yes, Omar. So there's Sobana. She's asking for the logic layer in layers of Salesforce architecture. Can you explain it? A logic layer.
What we Okay, the logic layer. So basically, when we were talking about the layers of Salesforce, it's like uh, the logic layer is basically where you put your validation rules, right? Where you put some logic into the org. So are you familiar with the validation rules? Any idea about it? Have you heard of it? Shavana, are you there? Yeah, if you could.
I There's no reply from Sobana yet.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, when you put some logic into the org, right, where there are like we have restriction rules, we have validation rules. So those logics will allow you to, or maybe some formulas you can put it up. So those would allow you to read a specific record, or maybe don't allow you to read a specific record, or maybe you can put up like if you wanted to take a path A, then these things would follow. So that you can do it in a flow. If you wanted to take path B, then these things should follow, whether an email should be triggered if a person who is logged in from UK, or whether an email should not be triggered because it is not from an email agent. So these specific things where the components that help you build any logic are a part of it.
Awesome. Sobana, let me know if it is cleared now.
Okay, yeah, I'll move ahead with the session. So
Yes.
the last thing is the overview of the Salesforce setup. I'll quickly show you the slides, and then we'll go on the org, basically what we wanted to see from the starting. So this is just that a screenshot of how the setups look like. And this is a company or information setup that's from my Salesforce org. And yeah, so let me just, okay. So first of all, how do we log into this org? So first of all, I'll just log out. Yeah. Uh, Rimsha, did we share with them the Trailhead and a developer account link, or we get to do it?
No,
Okay.
I missed
Uh,
that.
no worries on that. So basically, I have three links for you, so that would be shared by Rimsha further. So how to get started with Trailhead? So basically, Trailhead is the platform, the online learning platform with Salesforce. So they have curated this particular platform where we have lot of trails and trail mixes and modules where you can learn about the concept of Salesforce using the gamification concept. As if like when you're done with any of the module, you'll see there are points related to it. You will get some points out of it. Okay, so based on that, you'll get certain ranks and you can go further uh, learning through this. So this is called as gamification concept. They also give you a user story. Based on that, you would understand uh, how the things are. Okay. uh, Again, if this is a link to create an org. So this is basically a free developer org that you can create. This is the link for it. You can just put information over here and sign it up. Once you sign it up, you will get an email into your email box, and then you can log into the Salesforce org. Okay.
So, Umar, I have a question.
Mhm.
Is it necessary to like create a developer, or can't we use hands-on org that provided by Salesforce Trailhead?
Yeah, that is also fine. Just giving them the example, it is not necessary. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that the developer org, or maybe the org that they have, the hands-on org that they use, right? That is also equivalent to a developer org. If you just go ahead and create a playground from here, right? This is also a
Yes.
developer edition org.
Okay. Awesome.
So they both are equivalent. You can, if you want to create directly, you can create it from here. Or basically, if you start with a trace, that is much wiser thing to start with. You can you get all the information how you can create your hands-on org. Okay, and
Yes, and there is a question from. Okay, so there's Mohammed Javed Ansari. He's a fresher within Salesforce, also done 2 internships. But what he's saying is he's not getting any job call. So what to do in such a situation?
I'll take this question just after this last
Sure
topic.
thing. Sure,
Yeah,
sure, Umar.
I,
Yep.
I'll,
Yep.
I'll surely take that this question.
Okay.
So So once you log into your hands-on org, right, you would be provided with a username that will come up in your email. And then you'll have to click on verify your account. And once you click on verify your account, you will be able to set up your password. So if I already set up my password, I'm just logging into the org. Okay. And this is how, for the first time, I have logged into my Salesforce org. So this is an developer edition org. There are different editions, different. Hello.
Yeah.
Just allow me a minute.
Okay. Cool.
I'm audible now?
Yes. Yes. You are audible.
Okay. So this is how Salesforce UI basically look like. If you see through, this is, if you see the 9 dots over there, this is your app launcher. So we are talking about a lot of things previously, right? Uh, we have a Salesforce platform, and then we have the application that sits over it. So if you click on this 9 dots and just type sales,
So
you'll
Umar,
see.
there is a noise. I don't know where it is coming from because there's
Okay.
only 2 mics now. It's me and yours.
Are you
So
still
I think
are you still hearing the noise?
it's it's a little better, but yeah, and now it's better.
Okay, please let me know. I've just changed the handset. So let me know if there's still noise over there. Yeah.
It's a little noisy, but yeah, it's fine. We can hear you.
Okay, how's it now?
It's better. It's good.
Okay, so if you see the 9 dots over there, and if you click on it, you'll see I search for sales and it is coming up. If I search for service, right, it is coming up. So these are basically the apps that has been developed on this Salesforce platform. Okay, this is when you click on this is I'll give you a very quick glimpse of how this look like. So this is your home page, how basically this is a setup page for you, and they on the left hand side this is a quick find where we have lot of options to set up and customize. So you can go into different options, and then based on that you'll find, like, if I click on this users, right, I have user management settings, rules, profiles, and all these options. So all the configuration that you wanted to do,
that you can do it from here. Okay, going on to the right hand side, do you see this avatar icon? This is your profile. If you click on it, you can see this is a URL that you have logged in. If you click on settings over here, you can curate your personal settings. If I click on settings over here, it's this is my personal information that has been saved over here. Also, um, how I wanted to set up my email, this comes under my email settings. How I wanted to use a chatter. So these are different things which we'll discuss later. But just to let you know that if you wanted to make changes in your personal settings, you can come over here and change the language for you. Okay, you can change your password from here. You can change your user details from this page. So these are the options that you can see from the personal settings. Okay, this next thing is your notification bell icon. So whenever you get been tagged over on a chatter, or you are approver of a record or something, you get a notification over there. Okay, this gear icon, this is used for the setup. Once you are this where we are currently, where we can set up a lot of things. This is for service console setup, and this is for basically sales cloud setup. This Salesforce help that you can see, uh, it has a lot of help articles where you can get started. Uh, if you wanted to get some help, how you want to edit your personal information, you can click over there. You can click for Salesforce help, because we have a lot of Salesforce help article. Keyboard dashboard, you can go to the trailhead from here, and you can search for a specific thing that you're working on, and then you can get the trailhead help. Over here, get support, this is for the Salesforce support. So basically, if you are getting any issue, if you're not working on trailhead, and if you're working with your company, right, then they purchase a plan with Salesforce, and based on that purchase plan, you can get the support. uh, th- Moving further, this is the guidance center. We'll not get deep dive into it, but yeah, you can being an admin, you can create guidance centers for your users, and based on that, they can learn. Like, for if you see over here, there's a guidance center for user basics, so it's already been set up. So if you are the admin, if you have set up this guidance center where you have enrolled some of the trailhead, your user will come up over here, and they can do the trailhead from here itself. Okay, going further, these are some quick actions which you can do from here itself. Like, you wanted to create a new event, log a call, opportunity case, or something like this.
Umar, can you change your headset? It's noisy and we can't hear you clearly.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me know how it is now.
You can like continue.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened, because I've been using it. Is it happening for everyone? Can you just quick check?
Yes, yes. I got a comments from participants.
Okay.
It's better now. You can continue. We are already on time. We have
Yeah.
4 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll repeat this information again, but yeah.
No, no, no worries. We can hear you, but there's a little noise. But yeah, we clearly hear you.
Okay. Not sure. Really sorry for this inconvenience. I'll check this up. So yeah, these options are over here that you can hover around. Also, once you get started with a company, right, over here, if you type going again from here, just click on setup, click on company information. So over here, you will see all the information related to your org, right? I'll give you a quick glimpse of it. So this is I'm the primary contact of this org. Okay, and then this is my default time zone. This is my current currency local. I wanted to have it in INR, because I'm from India, so I've chosen for INR. You can choose whatever currency local that you wanted to have it. Also, if you can see this ID, right? So this is called as organization ID. So what we are referring initially is, on a particular instance, there are a lot of Salesforce org IDs that resides in the Salesforce instance. And then when you log into your org, you only have the access to those particular org details. No one else would be able to log into your org if they do not have the credential, or they are not the users of their org. Also, if you see over here, you find an information known as edition. This is called as developer edition. I'm currently using a developer edition. So Salesforce has a lot of editions. It starts with a starter edition, starter pro edition, essential editions, developer edition, and then we have unlimited, we have enterprise edition. So what is the difference between them, that you can read around? I'll share the article. Just understand that with every edition has a different licensing cost, and based on those licensing costs, the features are made available. So unlimited edition is like, they are the top notch, where they get all the features are being released, they got the first updates, and sometimes some features are only related or only being released for the unlimited or the enterprise editions or the performance edition. So based on the editions, the cost of licensing are different, and they get the additional support as well. Also, this thing, instance, you can see it is written as IND 136. So uh, what does it means? That my instance is in, like, my data center is in India. Okay, so this is a new question that your interviewer may ask, that okay, do you know what is a data center, or what is an instance in Salesforce, and how do you tell me where my data would be stored? So I'll tell you one interesting thing. You can copy this instance, and you can go to this website, find my instance. You can just copy the instance over there, and as soon as I put that instance, do you see what is it coming up? It says it's an Hyperforce org, and it is being located in Mumbai. So the data center for my current org is in Mumbai. So a lot of customers has been asking that their data should stay in Europe, their data should stay in US, right? So Salesforce has collaborated with a lot of public clouds, and then they have migrated their customers to Hyperforce. So Hyperforce is basically a high dimensional public cloud, where there are other instances as well, and then over there the data of the particular org stays in the particular country. It does not get out. It is not true for every instances, but there has been a Hyperforce migration for a lot of customers, and still it is in progress. Okay, so what you can do is, when you log into your org and get your first org, when and get your first instance, go to this website ability.salesforce.com and put your instance over there, and you will get to know. You will understand that how the data and where is your data center for your org.
Amazing.
Okay, and in the company settings, we have the
Can we
user.
go for the company settings in the next session, or it will just take 2 minutes? So can
Uh,
we can go for it
I
now?
guess I'll just quickly wrap it up within 2 to 3 minutes, and then again I'll
Okay.
start from here.
We are already over 2 minutes on the time. That's why
Uh,
I'm asking.
yeah.
Okay.
We can. Okay, we can go with the other session. We'll wrap it up. I'll
If
take
you
the
want to,
question.
you can do it now.
Now
If it will take 2 minutes.
we'll do it. We'll deep dive into the user licenses and PSs, and yeah, I'm up for the questions.
Yes. So you can like stop sharing now. I can stop recording. So guys, I just want to say first of all a big thanks to Umar who took time, who like he's just doing this training, the whole training voluntarily, and I really appreciate the people who like came up and asked me for starting training initiatives, because if I am starting this initiative, there should be people who are supporting me, right? And you guys are those one, the Umar and all the participants. I'm really happy, and I'm really excited to see all of you in next sessions as well. And as per my discussion with Umar, this is like a first session, so it was like introductory session, but we will do hands-on as well, right, Umar, in the next sessions?
Yeah, this session I made a lot of slides and we discuss on of it just to give you like how the things are. But then later sessions we would be doing more on the hands-on thing, so that we understand what we are speaking and what the things are, instead of just seeing the slides through.
This is amazing. This is what I was trying to say, that we will be doing hands-on, we will be doing trainings, workshops kind of a training. So please be there in the next sessions, and let me know if there's any feedback you want to like, if it is related to time, day, anything. We would like to incorporate, we would like to hear from you, because this is for you, right? I and Umar, like we are just trying to make it a good or a best initiative, but it would be good if you guys could share your feedback. That would be amazing. You guys can share it on the WhatsApp, you can DM me, you can message me on community, on the Trailhead. It's up to you, which is like which suits you better, right? So it's up to you. Thank you for the session, I really enjoyed it. Umar, thank you for the detailed information and for like explaining so well. I thought I'm learning and I'm a participant, and I am learning from you. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for like, thank you everyone for joining this session. We will be having our next session next week, right? And you guys can reach out to me, Umar, and there's another group leader, Hassan, of the user group Karachi. You guys can just reach out to me, reach out to us, message us, and just share your queries or feedback or anything if you want to, right?
Yeah, thank you guys. If there's anyone who wants to ask question, I'm there, or else we can wrap it off.
Yeah, I think there's no question from anyone. They are just like sharing their feedback. They are thankful, and I am thankful to all of them, because I'm very happy to see all of these people here.
Okay, then. Thank you guys. If you have any queries, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp, on the group itself, or on the LinkedIn as well.
So
Uh,
yeah,
Thank you.
Umar, there's one question from Amna. She's asking for assignments. Can we share assignments? This is a good option.
Uh, yeah, so what I'll do is, because this session we haven't worked on anything, but yeah, what we can do is we can think of a pre-assignment and we can share it within the WhatsApp group. Yeah, with the
Yes,
trailhead links, so
yes,
that you can have some idea about it. So when we discuss it further, you would have a better understanding.
exactly. We will share the assignments or the links on the WhatsApp for the next sessions. That will be the pre-work for the session 2. All right, guys. Okay. Thank you. I'm adding the session for all. Bye,
Yeah,
everyone. Take care. Happy weekend.
yeah. Bye all. Thank you.